All right, Matt, what do we have here?
This is the 2013 Porsche Boxster S, the redesigned Boxster.
Spider. Are all the Boxsters spiders?
All the Boxsters are convertibles, and the Caymans are the hard tops.
But they do a Cayman convertible now?
No,
or
that's
am I
the
making
Boxster.
that up?
You're making that up.
Well, what's the Cayman that's like all lightweight and weird?
Well, they make a Cayman R, which we've had.
Is that Targa E or something?
No,
is there something going on with that?
There's a Boxster R as well, which has kind of the little tonneau over the back.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm
double
thinking
bubble.
of. That's what I'm thinking of.
Those are cool cars.
That's what I'm thinking of.
So the 2013, this is, finally they sort of changed up the design a bit. And the previous Boxster had the 911 door.
Right.
And that was the Carolla sheet metal. So it had that little tiny scoop in the back. But this one, it's all integrated into the door. So it kind of looks like a little Carrera GT. Like when you look at the lights, the way they're stacked, and the side vent, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's like a $80,000 Toyota MR2.
I don't know that Porsche would agree, but sure.
It's nice though.
So this car,
it's got the brakes, I guess. It looks like their rear rims look like they're 10-inch rims, or they look.
I don't know what size tires on there.
Pretty damn healthy. Looks like a 265/35/20 series.
Yeah.
What size motor are we talking about in this guy?
So that's a good question. I think they're 3.4.
3.4?
Yeah. The S is 315 horsepower. This has every single option on it, which is really kind of funny. Porsche loves their a la carte menu.
Right.
The Boxster S starts at $60,900.
Right.
This has $24,000 of options on it. This is
$24,000?
$84,000 and change. My brother just bought an 06 Boxster used. He didn't pay $24,000 for it. He paid less money than the options are on this car, but the big brakes, the 20-inch rims, the sports seats, heated and cooling seats, it's got every option you can imagine on it.
Fun to drive, and funner to drive in a canyon than in a straight line.
Yeah, this is a corner car more than it is a drag racer for sure.
Everybody who talks about these cars always talks about their handling characteristics and how fun they are. And the real question is do you pay $84,000 or do you just get one that's 3 years old or 5 years old and pay $33,000?
Yeah.
And it's a nice car, but then at a certain point, once it gets optioned up, maybe you just move over to a 911, or maybe you move over to a Nissan or a GTR or something like that. But now, when you're talking about a Nissan GTR, now you're getting into apples and oranges a little, because this is a finesse car, and that's sort of a brute.
I mean, it's a great car. I mean, personally for me, after driving this and driving the Cayman, my vote would go for the Cayman, but I'm just not much of a drop top kind of guy.
Yes, I like the...
But it's a gorgeous car, and I love the redesign for it. The rear of the car is really nice. The way the lights are integrated with the wing, and this comes up at some crazy speed. Yeah.
Yeah, the rear end, the rear taillights look much better, and the intake on the rear fenders looks great, and the seats nice. I like that. Some guy sent me some in-car footage from Monterey that you got to remind me to show it to you, because it's got, the tack and all, but he was driving a 2-liter 911.
Yeah.
And I've been outside of those cars, but I've never really been in them, the race format. There's just something about that flat, in that case, air-cooled, 2-liter, naturally aspirated engine, but just the note and the gurgly sound it makes, when they're downshifting. You get a little gurgle in this thing.
Make no mistake, this is still very much a Porsche. You drive it, you get on it, it still feels and handles like a Porsche. And I love the way they always did the gauges. Big tack right up front.
Yeah, and it's almost Carrera GT, not Carrera GT supercar, where they're getting the stick shift sort of front and center and up high, and a big round bulbous, not wooden knob, but big round knob on there, and just saying, drive me.
Well, the interior here is kind of like the Panamera. That was the first redesigned interior, from Porsche. They always had that flat dash.
Yeah.
And now this interior is showing up in the new 911. It's in the new Cayenne truck. It's in the new Boxster.
Yeah, cockpit on the right, cockpit on the left, but no.
And the center console they never really had.
None of those moves like from 70s movies where the dude is in the passenger seat and his bitch is driving. It's like, switch seats, and she slides over and you slide on it.
No more of that.
Physically impossible with this car. All right, shall we do our normal ending, Jeff? Again, this is the Porsche Boxster S. That came in the Panamera. I'm starting to get confused now.
We're going to get more Porsches.
All right, good.
So we're getting more.
Fun. I drove it. Handles nicely. Not much low end, not much torque, but that's not what it's for. You got to get up on the throttle, and once it does get up on the throttle, it feels fun, and it handles great. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Matt, the Motorator, DeAndrea saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.